Hey guys, Nikki Bubblegum here today. So what we're going to be recording today is a foundation look. So this is my face with nothing on it, clearly. I've always had issues with acne. It's actually gotten a lot better than it used to be, but it still breaks out kind of bad. And it's always really red even when the acne's kind of gone. So that's what we're going to do, is kind of just show like general full face foundation. High coverage, of course. Alright guys, first things first, primer. Yeah, just finished putting it all over my face, and then we're going to do a little bit of color correcting with the green gunk. Yeah. Okay, so green gunk time. So I'm not going to put it over everywhere that's red, because then that'd be pretty much like my whole face. But all these like super really dark spots, pretty much. So I'll be right back once I'm done with all that. You can see how crazy I look. Alright, so now that I have zombie measles, yeah, then we're gonna go ahead and let this set a little bit, maybe blend it out a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and go in with foundation over this, my first foundation. Yeah. Okay, be right back. Okay, so just taking my little sponge and just kind of dabbing it out a little bit. So put on a little heavy, especially on the dark red spots. And then dabbing it out also kind of helps reduce the redness with pretty much the overall redness in my general face. But it also mainly covers up just the super dark spots. And I know I have to look really crazy right now, but you know, whatever. Shit happens. And then we're going to go ahead and use our foundation next. I'm going to use the 2-in-1 concealer foundation in Porcelain, their lightest color. Yeah. Alright, so I have about like 2.5 pumps of that stuff on my face. I know I probably put on foundation really weird for most of you, but I pretty much put the majority of it on my cheeks where it's really red, and then kind of eventually space it out. I know a lot of people don't put foundation all over their face, including their eyelids, but I use it, especially since I'm red all over. It also gives my face a full, even look. So I'm going to blend this shit out with my sponge, and I'll be right back. So right now I just looked really crazy. I want you guys to be like, see how crazy I look. So pretty much I just pat it out throughout my whole face. And I just kind of started smearing it everywhere, so I look really super funny. But just so like I didn't leave you guys completely in the dark and not doing this whole video all off camera, but I don't want it to be super crazy long either. So I'll be right back. And I know I am super white. Thank you. Alright guys, so now that we have the foundation on, we're going to go in with some concealer sticks. I usually like to do the dark first and then add the white and then kind of blend the whole thing together. Okay guys, so time to draw my face. We're going to start with the dark one. Just kind of color here and color here. I also like that you can kind of just use the edge of the stick to add a smaller amount of color if you want. Or you can just use the whole edge and go crazy with it. I'm really pale, so I know I don't use a lot of bronzer, but trust me, a little bit goes a long way. Oh, how beautiful. Now we're going to use this little white one. Add some extra whiteness to my nose. Just kind of draw on my forehead. I kind of do like a little man. It's his head and his arms. And then also always add more underneath my under eye, because that part is still always a little red. It's gonna be so beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go back in with that sponge and help fix this shit out now. Okay, so pretty much almost done blending it out. Just kind of pat it out. You can see I have a little more color in my face, not completely as pale as I was, but I still go in with color with powder. Gonna do highlight, blush, bronzer, and do all that in just a minute too. So I just got the bestest news that Kelsey, one of my BFFs, is coming into town. She moved away to Waco back in October, and she's gonna be in town this weekend. I'm so excited, but enough of my ranting. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this look. We're gonna use this for my blush, and we're also gonna use it with a little fan brush. Gonna add a little bit of that color back into my face. Gotta do both sides. So I know it looks like really dark, but it's gonna get blended out a lot since I use a lot of like foundations and stuff too, because I'm still gonna use a colored powdered foundation just because I need a lot of coverage. And I know we just spent all that time covering up all that redness just to add more color to my face, but this is pink and it's in a different spot. Okay, just wait. So I know it looks like really dark, but it's gonna get blended out a lot since I use a lot of like foundations and stuff too, because I'm still gonna use a colored powdered foundation just because I need a lot of coverage. And I know we just spent all that time covering up all that redness just to add more color to my face, but this is pink and it's in a different spot. Okay, just wait. Like, I know this is empty, guys, almost. Like, we're gonna use this white color. We're gonna use it to kind of highlight random little spots here, like underneath my eyebrows and stuff. And we're gonna do a lot of highlighting and bronzing, so just bear with me. We're gonna look real super crazy before this is over, trust me. So I always take the white right here underneath my eyebrow, above the eyebrow. I do the same shit on the other side. Not gonna use the same really super bright color all over my face, trust me. Not that gray. So if I was going to use a liquid, this would be the time I was going to do it for a liquid highlighter before I put any powders. Like liquids do not go well over powders, but I normally use a lot more powder than anything, so I'm going to use another highlighter from this little kit and bronzer. So yeah, we'll continue with coloring and drawing all over my face so I look crazy. Okay, so we're going to use the same little itty bitty brush. I'm going to use the highlighter from this kit. Do. Tell you guys a funny story. So while I put this all over, so it's gonna be like all the same areas where I put the contouring highlighting stuff before: middle forehead, T-zone, nose, under eyes, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. After I'm done coloring all over my face, you're gonna see how fucking crazy I look before I blend all this shit out and wonder how this mess turns into my everyday kind of foundation look. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna take the medium kind of brush and use the bronzer from that same little kit next. Okay, so pretty much like right underneath my blush and where I drew on the stuff before. We're just kind of going from like right above the ear down to my mouth. Also kind of do the corners of my foreheads down to my temples. I just put a little bit on the tip of the brush to kind of go along with the shape of my nose. And then underneath the lip. And a little bit right here. Not the whole thing, just kind of the corner. Emphasize my chin, jaw line. So to get back to this funny story, so I do this a lot. I came out of my bathroom one day up to my mom, was like, oh my god, I'm ready to go out. And I was like, don't I look beautiful? And she was like, yeah, it looks so great. And I was like, you were really gonna let me leave the house like this? You weren't gonna say nothing? And afterwards she's like, well, I did think it looked a little strange. I was like, if you ever see me try and leave the house looking like something like this, bet you stop me. You grab me and be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Because I look like a fucking crazy clown. Like, not even cute in pictures. Yeah, so anyway, back to the actual video. I then take this and just kind of blend it out a little bit, or I'll even use like my Lancome brush and blend that out a little bit before I get to the powder adding thing. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So just kind of take that big old brush and blend everything together. It's still gonna look pretty crazy right now, But you know, so I'm gonna do this all over and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's everything blended out. You can still see like the brighter areas, little darker areas, like a lot more color, and definitely not as pale as I was before. But we still haven't even done the powdered foundation that we're gonna use. Right now I've been using this Milani powder, and then I'm gonna take this flat powder brush to put it on. I like to start with my forehead, kind of go in the middle, work my way out, and go straight into the eyeballs and the top of my nose. And then like areas where like I have like a lot of creases like around my nose and stuff, I kind of pat it in a little bit more. Go on to the cheeks. All over. So I'll be right back. Gotta do the same side, both sides. Yep, be right back. So that's just kind of like my normal everyday kind of foundation look. A lot of the red and the really dark spots are gone. Unfortunately, like some of the thickness of the bumps are never always going to be fully covered. But this is just the pure foundation look. You can always add a little more color if you like yours to be a little more dramatic. I kind of like mine to be kind of subtle a little bit. Like you can still, like in certain lighting, still see the blush. You can still see the bronzer, the shadow under the nose and stuff. I always spray it with my settling spray. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter spray all over the face. Then I still also do my lipstick, eyeshadow, fill in my brows. All I've done so far is just brush them out. I always brush them out before I do anything with them to kind of get out any extra foundation and powder with them. But as always, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you liked it, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful day, my beautiful people. Bye.